Peace, y'all. MC Sean Love. I just want to do a quick thank you, to those of y'all that reached out. Thanks for your condolences on me losing all my shit on the data discs. For those of y'all just tuning in, I lost like a month plus, worth of work on an SD card for SCSI2SD on my MPC3000. I reached out to the chicken systems, and they seem willing to help, but I just don't really fully think they understand what's happening. So I probably lost it. I've still got the SD cards. I'm not going to reformat them until I can walk through it with somebody. I got a couple of people that reached out that might help me out. So I'm just hanging on to them until I can figure this thing out. The way I see it, I'm going to make it real simple. I totally think a person could be, ill as hell at hip-hop and also be real good on the computer, right? So it's possible to be dope on a computer, but also be, a hip-hop head and good at making hip-hop beats, right? Fine. Yeah, of course. But I don't think it necessarily should be that in order to make hip-hop beats and be into hip-hop, you got to be good with a computer. You know what I mean by that? It's like a lot of motherfuckers I knew back in 89, 90, 91, 90, they didn't have a computer in their house. It was going to be a decade before they'd have the fucking shit in their house. It was separate from music. I know they had Cakewalk and all those programs. I was alive then. But that was not, the common thing. It was an outboard thing. So, I don't think that should ever be. I don't think the necessity of a computer should, having to be comfortable using all this shit should necessitate whether or not you can use hip-hop instruments. I don't know, man. To me, that's a step in the wrong direction. Getting a little disrespect here, Robert. Hey, this is positive. S is trying to be positive. You ever heard me say I'm trying to be positive or civil, right? That's because that's the kind of culture that I want to promote here for those of y'all checking me out, and me that I'm trying to learn from some of you, right? That's the kind of standard I want to set. And if YouTube doesn't have that cultural standard, well, I have that cultural standard. So I'm just gonna block you if you act like a fucking asshole. Sounds like user error. Losing stuff ain't funny, but you're hilarious. An anomaly at its finest. Thank God we don't have to take horse from city to city, but Joe, it's the man, not the machine. Sorry, bruh, facts. Word? Well, a fact is anything that can show and prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, right? As far as user error, I'm beyond a shadow of a doubt. I'm proficient in MPC60, MPC62, S950, S2000, MPC2000 XL, SP, SP1200. I could work in a Sonic if I had to. I'm proficient in enough things to qualify myself as a producer. You see me being humble on the regular, knowing that my beats ain't the best. Listen, man, I can get lazy. My shit can sound sloppy. And I'm not always the best drum programmer. Sometimes I get real lucky, right? So that's everything is real. My thing to anybody who wants to bring some negativity, you got to ask yourself why. How do we define a person that brings negativity into a scenario where there really is none? I might have dissed a computer. I didn't diss computer users. I've probably said a number of times how much I do have respect for other people that use other approaches than I do. Facts are facts. It's a certain segment of population that's always going to be true to the original, the original way of doing things. And, it's good that we're here, right? Because there's enough of you guys out there. There's enough people that fully embrace doing it the new modern way. And there's a lot of people that criticize that, not just me. I mean, it feels fucking awkward sometimes even discussing this shit with presumably other grown men. What is the meaning of civilization? One having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, cultural refinement is not savage in the pursuit of happiness, right? So to have knowledge means you know about a situation, not you're presuming or you guess what's happening over here. You know what I mean? To have wisdom is when you're speaking or engaging or acting in some way. So you're not engaging me based on anything you know, right? So you're not going to go to a 3, which is an understanding. Good luck adding any of that confusing shit to your culture. See if that gives you power or refinement, right? Why would I even bring that up about trolls? Duty, what's the duty of a civilized person? Duty of a civilized person, teach the uncivilized who are savage. Civilization, righteousness, knowledge of himself, science, everything, life, love, peace, and happiness. And why would I be motivated to do such a thing? What is a prescribed law of Islam? Said person of that ability, that the civilized person is held responsible for the uncivilized, must be punished by the nation of Islam, right? I, self, Lord and Master. So that, if I don't see a situation like that and interject in some way, especially if the shit's being targeted at me directly, then that's going to haunt me. I'm going to be punished by myself, right? You know, and you know, the fact is that I just don't like to see that shit in a cipher that's otherwise really positive. You know, I welcome criticism, man. You know, just how about this? I don't call you guys bruh. You don't call me bruh. You know, I show you my face. You can find out my government name, where I live, where my businesses are. You know what who my daughter is, right? Show me your beats. You know, it's just so crazy, man. And I see it in a lot of people, man. Like, you know, especially older heads. You come humble and you know you want to be cool, and then motherfuckers want to put the dildo in the dairy, or you know, always be somebody you don't know. You go to their page or something, and it's like no viewers or no friends or no videos. You know, no content, no nothing. You know what I mean? It's like I think it would just be so much fresher if we were dealing with this shit in small communities like this, you know, where we could just deal like we were right in front of each other and talk to each other with the same respect as if we was in each other's faces. Because you notice, right, that I might just diss whole ideas, or I might have strong opinions about approaches or things, but that does not necessarily translate or extend to individuals or people, man. I've got the general respect to know that people do things different ways. I think it's a good thing to have standards for ourselves and each other. You know what I mean? I think it's a good thing to practice that, especially when it comes to something culturally or musically that we all really love, or you know, or hold dear, or to a degree hold sacred. In the background, you got my man Ryden. You know what I mean? Who I work with quite often from Germany. He's quite nice with an SP1200 as well. So you know, I've heard a lot of y'all beats. You know, just in the last month, I've been listening to a lot of people that I've heard. You know, just via this channel and the comments that I've really liked. So please keep sending me stuff. I appreciate all that, y'all. And yo, can't wait to get back on the pads. You know, I'm gonna pull myself up and get back with it. And once again, thanks to everybody for the advice and the help. I really do appreciate that, y'all. Peace.